3 questions to the woman in distress. Starve off. Innocent or guilty, it's anyone's guess. Starve off. Let the rogue do the talking, for he is the best man. Starve off. Well, technically a no, but you understand. You better have some answers for me. Now move your feet fast around this way so we can work on your story, Kella. Suspicious woman, claims of monkhood, telling falsehoods like you wouldn't think a monk should. Hidden serpent, raises fury. Wincher points himself, judge and jury. Careless patience does expire.
Shouts, Zolkin, help me.
True nature is revealed in dice and desire.
Oh, motherfuckers. Sorry. Oh, motherfucker.
Appears we've been double-crossed.
Yeah, so she's now outside. And you hear the sound of footsteps, or of heavy horse footsteps approaching.
Where is she in relation to Dweezil?
There, just outside the window.
Right.
Oh, shit.
Would have been good if I'd realised where the window was in the first place, because I'd have been there.
Very true. Very true. Apologies. Shouldn't have dashed off then. Shouldn't have needed to go to the toilet, should you?
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, I would like you to all roll.
Yes!
Oh,
Fuck yeah!
It's about
Sorry.
to go down.
Oh, yeah, brilliant. No spell slots. Let's go.
As so, Kella's obviously shouted out the window, "Zolkin, come and save me." Dweezil is outside, currently the only person outside. Kella is just outside the window. The other 4 of you are inside the house. Thundering hooves approach with Zolkin at the forefront of the team. And they... Yeah, so Dabov, it is your turn first.
I am going to use my action to try and communicate and just say, what the fuck, to the head of the snakes. Like, what's going on? You sent us to find her.
Well, you're inside the building at the moment. Everyone else is outside.
Yeah, but can I shout out, like, through the door? Not, like... I'm assuming it's not a soundproof door. I'm not going to remove the rod.
you're 2 steps from the door. You could sort of just...
I'm not opening the door because it's currently blocked with the rod, so I figure that's relatively safe. But
I would suggest that we're bearing in mind we're in initiative. They probably would struggle to hear you from inside the building.
fine. I'm really struggling with something to think to do. I don't really want to do anything if I'm honest. I don't really want to go out through the window because she'll just attack me as soon as I do. And I don't really want to open the door because we're relatively well protected.
Okay.
So I'm just going to, I don't know, can I ready an action or something? Just take a defensive position?
You could ready dodge, I guess, in case anyone attacks you or something.
Yeah, I think I'll do that, just in case they can get through the door.
Alright then. So that's Davol's turn. Dweezil.
Dweezil, sensing that the men on horseback, that something has turned, because obviously Dweezil wasn't in the building, he doesn't know exactly what's happened, but he senses he's in danger. He's got 6 men and 1 woman on horses bearing down on him, and he's going to react as a man who is somewhat scared, and he is going to reach into his back and he's going to pull out a rather long javelin, and he's going to hurl it at Zolkan. But the javelin is going to pass through another horse and rider on the way towards Zolkan. And as Dweezil releases the javelin, he shouts out the word, which sounds to all intents and purposes like the word Pikachu. And the javelin starts to crackle with the power of lightning.
Oh.
So this is a javelin attack on my man Zoltan.
Is that what
Which
you've named
is-
your javelin, Pikachu?
No, that's just its magic word, which is a 10, which I can't imagine hits.
But you're passing. So you're essentially throwing at him, but it's through.
So it's going through the other guy. So
The other.
it's whether or not it. So it's when I hurl it and speak its command word, it transforms into a bolt of lightning, forming a line 5 feet wide. Extends out from me to the target Zoltan. Every creature in the line, excluding me and him, must make a DC 13 saving throw, taking 4d6 lightning damage on a failed save, half as much unsuccessful. And it turns back into a javelin when it hits him. And the ranged attack against him is for 4d6 lightning damage.
Okay, so it doesn't hit Zolkin or the bandit that he's with,
No.
but it does hit the horse.
Yep.
The two horses.
Cool.
So with a
Dex save. DC 13.
okie dokie. Horse number 1 fails,
Oh.
Excellent.
and horse number 2 fails.
Brilliant.
Oh, see you later.
So what happens with them?
4d6. Here we go.
Oh, that's a lot.
Horse number
Yeah.
1 does 11, 17 damage.
Oh.
Horse number
Yeah.
2 does, that's 10, 16 damage.
You loose your javelin of lighting. You scream Pikachu into the air.
Yeah.
Which I've only just understood the reference.
Correct.
The lightning, the two riders are swift enough. These are hardy guys that have been in a few battles and understand what's sometimes you've got to take evasive measures. They don't communicate this well enough to the horses, however, and both horses essentially instantly die.
Yes.
You are now a horse murderer.
Correct.
The two are thrown from their horses and are now prone.
Good.
Ha.
And yeah, so Zolkin and the other bandit are now prone, but unharmed.
Okay. With that, I will take my bonus action and I will run the heck away round this corner. I see her and carry on running and just kind of hide behind a boulder.
Krilla's seen this out the window. He's like, what?
What's your travelling speed? Out of interest?
30.
40 feet. Oh. Ouch.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay, so that's Dweezil's turn. Krill.
Krill sees the woman jump out the window. Didn't do it quite as gracefully as Krill does, because Krill's a fucking gymnast.
You've paved the path for her to get through, though. She didn't take any damage.
Yeah, that's
Glad you did that.
yeah. Krill's gonna approach the window. I mean, I don't think I mean, whilst being within range, I imagine trying to swing through the window frame would pose some sort of disadvantage.
Yeah, you'd be rolling with. I think it's +2. I don't think it's disadvantage. I think someone said it just adds to their AC.
Oh, what, behind cover?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she'd get an extra 2 on her AC.
So if I stood where she is, would that be an opportunity attack? Because I'm assuming
it
she's
wouldn't,
running away.
No, because you're not already engaged.
Okay,
no.
yeah. So no, I will. I'll stand here essentially within a.
I would say because you're opposing players, you couldn't get out the window. You can't. I'd allow you to stand in the same place as a friendly, but not an enemy. So you'd have to attack her through the window while she stood there.
Yeah. Okay.
Strangle the bitch.
Yeah.
Grapple her through the window and just pull her head onto the broken glass.
Oh!
Yeah, 100%.
Sorry, Nate, just for your reference, half cover is +2 to the AC, 3/4 cover is +5, and total cover cannot be directly attacked.
So what half cover was
Yeah.
+2?
Yeah.
So I'm going to say she's half cover because it's up close and it's only sort of whatever.
Yeah. Let's
So-
fucking do it.
Thank you, Mike.
I say, "Stop, woman!" And notice that obviously she's ignored me. So I, with my axe, rather than a swing, it's more of a thrust out through the window to try and stab her with the pointy end.
Okay, roll.
But just as I do that, I get really fucking angry.
Forever now, can I please have that instead of rage?
Yeah. Well, I get really fucking angry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I did. Raging. Reach forward with the stabby stab. Does a 25 hit?
Jesus.
It graces the side of her cheek. Yeah, go for it.
Cool, 25. And then it is 14 damage.
14 damage.
So yeah, 16 damage because I'm raging.
Okay. You stab your axe through the window, and despite the unconventional attack method, and despite the cover, you manage. She's still caught somewhat unaware, and she takes a considerably chunky piece of damage. And yeah, so that is her turn. Sorry, your turn. It is now herself who is having the turn. She disengages first of all, and moves away to so she disengages with you, Krill.
Yeah.
And then she takes the relative cover of the other guys, so she moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that is her only turn, I think. Oh no, from where she is though, she decides to turn round and fire a arrow at Dweezil.
Is he not under full cover?
What are you under full cover?
I'm behind a boulder.
Are you crouched?
Have
you actually officially hidden? Or you just
I
gone
didn't
around?
I didn't take an action to hide.
Okay, so I'm going to suggest your 3/4 cover because that's likely to be a big boulder.
Yeah.
So +5 to your AC, and she is going to. So she takes out her hand crossbow and fires at you with a 18.
Wouldn't have thought so. No.
No. Okay. So the arrow comes flying through the night. It hits the top of the boulder. It would have hit you, but it hits the sort of top of the boulder and then just pings upwards, and you're saved from it. The snake decides to follow.
Wow.
And snakes away as per snake's actions. And then up next we have Zolkin. All he's going to do is he's going to take his movement just to stand up, so he can do. And he can't see anyone from where he is, so he's not going to attack. He's just going to shout orders of, get the bastards.
There's the real snake.
The real snake. Gregmel, you're up.
So Gregomel's still in the building at the moment. Is the window the only way out other than the door? There's not like a second window anywhere or anything?
There is a second window down here, but it's fully
Unkrilled.
Windowed.
Unkrilled, yeah. Sturdy. It's a sturdy window, this one, whereas the other one is no longer a
Were
sturdy
these made
window.
by the third Dunkel brother?
Lurge.
I mean, I kind of just want to go outside and see if I can put them all to sleep, if I'm going to be honest with you.
That's kind of what I want to
Okay.
Just remember, you are a bit squishy, old man.
Yeah, I am very squishy. That's the problem I have, so... you know
you're
what?
squishy,
You know
old
what? Gregomel's going to forget about his squishiness, and he's going to be annoyed that he was lied to and deceived. And he is going to go outside He's gonna
Squishy
go
old man, no!
right up to
You've got enough
them.
movement to go out and come back in, haven't you?
Can you split your movement action?
You can split your movement action.
Yeah,
So
you
yeah, I
can,
could
yeah.
do that and then come back inside. Alright, so I've got a choice of two things here. I can either do a sleep or a thunder wave. So do I want to knock them unconscious or do I
That's
just
a
want to
Pokemon.
down?
That's another Pokemon move, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to try and put them all to sleep. Screw it. So,
Okay.
Yeah, fuck them. I mean,
Sleep.
don't fuck them, but
is 90 feet.
Oh,
Roll 5d8. Totals how many hit points of creatures I can cast a spell on. So, if I roll them... Actually, I can just do this. What am I on about?
there we
And
go.
that should be
Right, so it's
5d8.
5d8. So what did you
I
get?
don't know because I can't... 31.
31. Okay, and it starts with the lowest.
you rolled pretty
um,
decent. You rolled
the-
2 7s, an 8, and a 6, and 1 3.
Yeah, that's not too bad at all.
Yeah, you I don't know. Is it a verbal thing? Do you have to say sleep or anything like that?
I mean, just to add some flair to it, I'm just going to go outside and go, I can tell you haven't had your coffee. And then just kind of wave my hands. And like some little sprinkles going to come out and just fall on everyone like fairy dust.
Like Salt Bay.
Yeah.
I like it. So you mutter the magic words,
Go and meet the
and
Sandman.
you see you see the flying snake, just sort of wither and eventually sort of fall asleep. I'm going to use for that. Let's use just a weird one. That one. You see. So what have we got? 31. So that's 5, 26. So two of them. And then pick two of the bandits.
Well, I guess it would
Like-
be the closest, if I'm going to be fair, I'm going to say the closest ones
Yeah.
to me because that's where this spell effect would be the most
Okay.
prominent.
But you sprinkled your Rehypnol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine
so
there's a bit of damage from them falling from the horses as well. to be honest.
they just slump onto the back of the horses. They're fairly sturdy onto the back of the horses.
Don't the horses fall asleep as well, though?
No,
Separate creatures, isn't it?
separate creatures, mate.
31.
It's not 31
So-
creatures,
so
it's
the
31
way-
hit
the way-
points worth of
the way-
creatures.
Yeah, it's 31.
Oh,
It's
sorry,
31,
I thought-
yeah. So
right.
it eats up cumulatively. So he manages to knock out the flying snake, as well as the two bandits that are closest to him.
I'll then fly back in the building and go, I softened them up for you, big boys.
So that lasts for a
Crow
minute.
says, I am a big boy!
Oh, that needs to be on a t-shirt. Okay, so that's Gregomel's turn. We're up to the bandits, in fact. So let's start with... Well, the first two are just asleep on top of the horses. They've sort of just slumped over the thing, over the back of the horse. Bandit that fell off the horse, he's going to use his movement to stand. So that's him done. But the bandits that are towards the back, they obviously don't know that the door's locked, so one of them's gonna come down here, and they're going to try and force open the door. I suspect unsuccessful.
Well, on horseback.
Yeah, well, they can't really tell a horse to break down a door. Horses don't understand that level of instruction.
Sorry,
They can
Nate,
search for
before we go
someone.
any further, that is a first level
Yeah.
spell, so I was also meant to roll my wild magic.
Okay, when we come back to your turn,
Okay.
we'll do it. So yeah, he rolls a very pitiful 5. So that he's now aware that door is pretty much damn shut. This top bandit. 10, 20, 30, 40, 60 is going to race down here on
Whoa.
horseback. Yeah,
Easy
get
now.
a bit of move.
Fucking hell.
Horses get 60 foot of walking speed, trotting speed, and he is going to attack Dweezil. with his scimitar.
It's a bad guy's sword, that.
That is a bad guy's sword, isn't it? Maybe you should spot that.
racist.
That's a...
Anyone we encounter now, what weapon are you carrying?
That's a 15.
Oh, that hits, yeah.
That hits, yeah?
Yeah.
So 1d6 plus 1. That's 6 damage.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Thank you for confirming. And the final bandit is going to also travel that way. Actually, he's going to come down here south with this first one to try and aid him, but that's not going to help particularly. Okie dokie. So that's all the bandits' turn. Quinch.
Okay. Quinch runs through the window. 5, 10, 15, 20. And then he's just going to count 5, 10, 15.
Skipping counting steps.
15, 5, 10, 15. So by my count, if I were to use my
Teeth. You can throw teeth at them.
no,
Throw
not
a
teeth
hot
actually.
potato at them.
Please put the teeth in the butt crack and make it like a meal.
That is a disturbing thought.
So I can use my I can use poison breath, which is a 15-foot cone.
Wow.
Now, what shape is a cone?
It's like a triangle,
It's
but
like
round
a
and 3D.
triangle.
5, 10, 15. So, right, what would that hit? That would hit certainly the 2 horses.
So from where you are, 5, 10...
What's
Yeah,
this
so...
token that's following Emily around?
Snake.
Oh,
the
that's the
Snake.
snake. Oh,
You're
wow,
hitting
the
the
snake
ones
is
that
separate.
are
That's definitely...
asleep as well, which will wake them up. Just pre-telling you that.
Well, on them... Let me have a quick look, because I've got something in here about what that actually looks like.
I say, would just poison gas, or is it actually a impact as well?
It's technically a flame, I
yeah.
think, but it's poison
Fire
damage.
does tend to
Poison
wake
damage,
people up.
I'm okay
So-
with it.
I mean, a cone is like the thing you get an ice cream in, right?
Yep.
So what I would do, where's your... how do you do the measurement thing? What's that on? That's that, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
So 15, you'd get... I think you'd get the snake and the horse to the top. That's all you'd get.
5,
Yeah,
10,
you...
15, 20.
no, you'd get the horse to the top
Yeah,
and both the horses at the top, actually.
it's the animals.
Yeah. Yeah, you're basically... Yeah. Another horse
You're
murderer.
basically
Please shout
making a
over.
lasagna.
I've killed 2 horses today, Quinch. How many horses have you killed?
Let's hope it's going to be a couple. Okay, time to bring the poison. This is poison breath. So it is actually I believe. So it says Constitution DC 12. So do they need to make a Constitution save?
Yeah, they do, yeah.
Half damage on success.
Okay, so they're taking damage regardless.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do the snake first, which has disadvantage because it's asleep,
Oh yeah.
Does it have resistance to
which
poison?
is what the
Yeah,
snake.
no, okay.
No. No, it doesn't. So that fails because it gets a 2. Yeah, it gets a 2. So that fails. And then the 2 horses. Horse number 1 gets what is it? Constitution. So 15. So the first one on the right succeeds, and the one on the left does not succeed.
Nice. Okay. Cool.
So flying snake. Do
And
me. That's full damage.
2d6 of damage. So. Oh, okay. Only 5. Annoying.
Why is that not? There we go. So you loose. Okay, let's do all the damage first. So that's 5 for the
Isn't it
snake.
the same dice? Isn't it the same dice roll for all of them?
Oh, it probably is. Yes,
Yeah.
very true. So you let out your big your big, coney fire breath.
Poison breath.
Yeah. Well, it's still fire. It's just it's
Poison fire.
yeah, but it's still fire. Okay, cool.
Shut the fuck up.
You basically incinerate the flying snake.
Snake. An unnamed NPC, the lowest of all the creatures.
Oh, flying snake, how little we knew you. The horse on the right takes 2 damage, I think. Yeah, it's rounded down. Succeeded. And the other one takes full 5 damage. So both the horses are slightly startled by the fact that they've just been hit with fire. But they are still standing.
Okay, so I went 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, so I'm just going to run back to there.
As Dweezil sees you running back, he says, are we even on horse deaths today, Quinch?
I got a snake, so I think that sort of counts, because snakes are cooler than horses, right?
You know what they say? One snake in the hand is worth 2 in the horse, or something. I don't fucking know.
But it was on her arm, not her hand.
Big. Tell you what, big fan of Quinch not moving 5 foot further forward so that he could hit more targets. But no. Literally could have had 3 more targets if he just moved.
I know. I forgot about the diagonal I could have done out of the window.
Brilliant.
Right, so that's Quinch's turn. Daboff, you're back up.
The front door, does it have like any sort of window in it or anything? Or is it just solid wood door? The front door.
Solid wood door. Oh, yeah, this is... It's not Burge, but it's imitation Burge.
It's knockoff Dunkel. Okay. Awesome. In that case, I'm just going to leave the rod there and leave that door blocked.
It's a flunkle.
And I'm going to move to there. So I'm out of the...
Just before you do that,
Yep.
Can I get a perception check for you?
Ooh.
Interesting. Perception check. Interesting. Oh, no one else had to do this. That is 19.
19. As you're racing out of the building, you just last second just turn your head and you see something and you think, I might come back here.
Is that in the building? Yeah, I know it's something that's worth me coming back for. Okay.
Yeah. Your internal rogue compass.
Okay. Well, I've got to go back for the rod
What do you
anyway,
think
so I'm 100% going to go back in there. And what do we do in regards to thrown items? Like, do we know what the thrown range is? Probably should have checked that before I came outside. I would like to see if I can throw a handful of ball bearings. Maybe twirl my mustache as I do, Dick Dastardly style. And I just want to throw, just scatter some at as many targets as I can to try and home alone them onto their arse.
Correct.
So it says an improvised thrown weapon has a normal range of 20 feet and a long range of 60.
Okay.
So in general, the answer is 20 feet or
With
60 with disadvantage.
Okay,
So you can throw them 20 foot and you're fine.
okay, so that covers...
I mean, you actually aiming to throw them at the horse or just around the horse?
around them at their feet.
What I would say is if you're what we'll do is we'll dex it, and if you're throwing within the 20 feet, it's a normal dexterity save, dexterity throw to get it where you want it. But if you're throwing beyond 20 feet, you've got it at disadvantage.
Okay. I'm going to throw it at this closest horse to me, which is within the 20 feet.
Okay, so if you could roll a dex, and I'm looking for a 15 or more.
It's really hard to hit the floor.
I've got a 16.
No.
It's more about getting it in the right spot, mate, than hitting the floor.
Irrelevant. 11.
Yeah.
11. You throw the ball bearings and they sort of just scatter, and some probably do make it to where you want it to be, but not enough to really trouble a horse. No worse than any pebbles that they would come
Just
across.
imagine their reaction.
I'm
Yeah.
going to use.
These ball bearings don't trouble the horse.
I'm assuming I can use my bonus, my cunning action as dash. So I guess that doubles my movement speed. So I can use another 25 feet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm going to use that to go back. Oh, I'm not on the right tool. To just hop back in the building, just around the corner from the window, so no one can see me from where I am.
The old Conric. Go out, do something, come back.
Yep, I am also soft and squishy and will probably die straight away.
Speaking of Conric, Dweezil, you're up.
Yeah, I'm going to kill his horse.
You're going to kill his horse?
Yeah, I'm going to kill his horse. Just gonna go for it with the rapier.
Equicide.
That is. That's quite nice. That's a 24.
Yeah, that you swing at the horse,
and that does 8 damage.
8 damage. Yeah, you manage to cut a nice big old gash into the side of the horse. It doesn't die, but it's bleeding out of its side at this point. You just staying there. I assume you're not gonna.
I am just staying there, but we're using my bonus action. I'm going to shout over to Quinch, the bringer of omens, and I'm going to shout to him, bring. No, I'm not. I'm going to shout it to Krill. I'm going to shout, Krill. This may surprise you, but I have every faith in you, as I bestow upon Krill bardic inspiration.
Wow.
Krill goes, yes! And is it my turn now, yeah? Right, just checking. My turn?
Is that the end of your turn?
That's the end of Dweezil's turn.
Yeah. So, K-Rill, you're up.
Krill pounces through the window. Not only is he raging, but he's inspired. So, out the window. What have I got? 30 feet. Is 30 feet going to get me... Yeah, do you know what? You've inspired me. I'll save your ass. Let's do it. I come up behind this guy and be like, leave the singing man alone. And with that overhead swing, I want to chop him in half enough that maybe I could kill the horse in the same swing. Let's find out.
I don't think that's how it works, but let's go for it.
Well, I mean, at least if I miss, I'm in that direction that a miss could be so bad that it misses and hits the horse.
Again, I don't think that's how it works, but let's go for it. You're not just swinging aimlessly.
Speak for yourself. Oh my gosh, critical. So that's 26.
On the guy on the bandit.
Yeah, on the bandit.
Okie dokie. So roll me some damage.
So what is that? 1d12 times 2 plus 4 plus 2. What's Bardic Inspiration do?
No, you can't use that for damage.
It's just inspiration, isn't it? Do you add on?
No, you can roll a d6 to add on to a check.
Oh, okay.
Right. Not attack rolls.
It can be an attack roll, yeah.
So,
but just the attack, not the
rolled
damage.
A 9, so 18, 22, 24.
That's going to do it. It's fine. That's going to do it. Your axe comes down. The bandit is so focused on Dweezil that he hasn't really noticed the giant half orc approaching from behind. Perhaps the field that you're in is a bit soggy and a bit, masking your footsteps. Anyway, you come down hard, fast, clean with the axe, and just kill him with one swoop. And he falls off the horse dead, and the horse is now just runs off because it's a bit scared.
Dweezil, are you okay?
Dweezil just grabs hold of your head because you're raging, aren't you?
Yeah, proper pumped up.
Dweezil's got kind of like sympathy rage, and he just grabs over your head, and you both just kind of go screaming in each other's faces for about 30 seconds, full of just blood rage, and it's very Bond. It's a bit like Top Gun.
Yeah.
But In fact, the Dweezil takes his shirt off. We're both shirtless and just raging.
We do like a jumping chest bump. I want one of those.
I have a question for
jumping
the
chest bump.
DM. How many combat rounds is 30 seconds? Just so I know how long they're sitting it out.
5.
5 rounds worth of bromance, like it. Awesome.
Yeah. So it's Kella's turn, and she comes down and around, and she shoots an arrow at Krill.
Oh, sorry.
I know. That's probably not going to do it. 14.
My armor class is 14.
So that hits.
Is that how it works?
It does, yeah. Basically, it's the same or above.
Okay.
So that gets you for 8 damage.
What type of damage?
Pew pew pew. Piercing.
So it's resistance, so it's halved, so it's 4.
Pew pew pew. 4.
Probably does enough to stop Dweezil and Krill just screaming at each other and gets their head back in the game.
Yeah, let's shake it off.
I mean, bearing in mind he was complaining about a small shard of glass in his head for ages. Let alone the arrow that's now sticking out of his side. And with that, she's also just going to take the last couple of moves that she's got left and duck back behind the building. So that's Kella up and done. Zolkin is now back up on his feet. He's used his movement, so he's going to use his to come around the back, so to speak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But he can't do anything from there. Rubbish. And then Greg, you're up.
Well, first off, I'll roll my d20 for my last magic use.
Yes.
Wild magic.
Yep.
I rolled a 12, so it didn't really matter anyway.
12, so you're fine. Yeah. So we're now up to 3. Next time you've got to get 1, 2, or 3 for some wild magic.
Okay. And I'm going to pop back outside the window, pop into the middle of the field, and I'm going to shoot a delicious firebolt at the wench, which I can't remember her name, even though we've said it about 7 million times.
Kella.
Yes.
Kemmerly.
I'm going to shoot at Kemmerly. It's going to be like a proper Dragon Ball Z Kamehameha kind of shooting the magic firebolt at her.
Oh shit, it's going to take like 7 episodes, because I don't...
Fucking weeb references.
Yeah, so
we'll
come
lose all
back
our
to me in
listeners.
about 6 rounds, and I may fire it eventually.
I'm glad someone else understands this. No one else seems to.
Nerds.
Weeb.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm just seeing what it kind of does on a hit. Make a d10. What's my spell attack? It's a plus.
So you just make a spell attack on your...
Which is definitely going to hit because that's 24.
Yeah, that hits Kella. So you do 1d10 fire damage.
Which is... You know what, I'm going to roll that on screen so everyone can see what it is, and then we can say it out loud so people can hear what it is as well.
Show.
Wait, what?
I mean, I pressed the button, but it didn't work, so we'll go back to manual. I'll roll my dice professionally.
Stellar one.
And I rolled a 9. So that will be a lovely 9 damage coming at the bint.
God.
9. So she takes the fireball full on. Does her quite a bit of damage. She's waning somewhat, but she's still standing.
I'm still standing.
Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my go. Do I want to run back inside like a little coward? Obviously I do. Is the answer.
Okay. So the bandits are up. Bandit number 1, who is now on foot, having been knocked off, he is going to approach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He pokes his head around the corner and he releases an arrow at Krill.
Hello.
Hello. That is... Oh, it's a natty 20.
Oh.
So that hits and we get... Oh, it's a 1d8 plus 1. So that is 6 times 2, 12. That's 13
Ouch.
damage on you, Krill.
Piercing.
Oh, God, yes.
So 6?
So 6, yeah.
Okay.
Suddenly becomes less worse.
Damn you. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Nick. So that's that bandit. Bandits 1 and 2 are... Or 3 and 4 at this point. So one of them managed to make its way into the field and sees Quinch. And from atop his horse is going to attack with his scimitar. Where is he? So on Quinch we get a 14.
No, 15.
15, cool. And
Nowhere near.
and the
Literally what a win.
other bandit is going to draw out his crossbow and is going to... Oh, actually, no, he...
Also miss.
Tell a lie.
Also
Hang on a second. Is that... no, he doesn't. So, yeah, the other one rolls a 4, so his crossbow misses Krill. So that is the end of the bandit's turn. We are up with Quinch.
And it's not possible to slash both the rider and horse.
No. You're attacking 2 separate things.
Even though they are as one.
Even though they are 2 become 1.
Pathetic. Well, a horse without its NPC rider is nay but a horse.
Awful. Awful.
The hayshit is going to remove the legs of this here bandit, or at least the left leg, or whichever leg is nearest me. Close enough.
What was it?
2 plus 5, so 7.
That doesn't... Unfortunately, the horse manages to sort of just rear up and just kick away your pathetic attempt at an attack.
The hilt's still a bit slippery, to be honest.
That's the main problem when you're attacking horses.
Oh.
Thank you for listening to Dice and Desire. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a review in your favourite podcast app. In between episodes, you can interact with us on Twitter and Instagram @Dice and Desire.